Here's the Revolution papers that's coming out. So this is a great picture of Porter Pierce there and Maxwell. Here's a genealogist report. So I sent this to the government and to the 1916 committee outlining my link to John Devoy. And I got a phone call yesterday from the Department of the Taoiseach to collect a wristband that will give me access to the GPO on the Sunday celebrations. And tomorrow in the RDS, I'm going to a private function for the 1916 leaders.
That's the granddaughter. I'm the daughter of Daniel Murphy.
I haven't even changed the threading on it. I've left it absolutely the way he had it.
Yeah.
He done a repair job on it.
And who owned that medal?
Daniel Murphy. And he had a lovely funeral when he died with the IRA and the flag and the gun salute and everything. We're very proud of him.
Very good,
We're
very good.
proud of him to be here.
Very good. Well, you want to raise a glass to him there now?
Asatos Arnias Blocks, a Comora is a Killu. Lord Mayor, distinguished members of the Oireachtas Minister, distinguished guests, I am absolutely delighted as President of Ireland to be here this evening to commemorate all those brave citizens who played a part in the 1916 Rising and thus were part of the founding moments from which our independence and our present state flowed. May I commence by thanking the many descendants and relatives of the participants in the 1916 Rising who have gathered here today to honour their brave ancestors. Fiorcin Fáilte Roimh Galéir. All of you here this evening share and represent at a unique and personal level the significance of the actions taken by those with whom you have a relationship. To the people who, some with more preparation than others, took to the streets of Dublin on Easter Monday 1916 to make a demand for independence and call for an end to empire and to make a response to the consequences of imperialism. Those who participated were men and women who risked everything in their different ways by occupying main buildings in the city, by moving ammunition around its street, dodging snipers in order to carry messages or transport food and medical supplies to where they were needed, and undertaking the many other essential tasks in a city fighting for freedom and inspired by the declaration of a republic. For all of us citizens today, theirs are stories of great bravery, vision and determination. But they were also, for their loved ones' independence, stories tinged with sadness, loss and separation. That human price paid should not ever be forgotten, and it should remind us today of the great debt of gratitude we owe to all of those who bravely risked their lives 100 years ago, so that future generations of Ireland could grow up as citizens of a free and independent state.
Oh, there you go. conquer Ireland.
I feel like the men and women of the 1916 Rising, they had to basically want to die for their country. They had to fight for their freedom and speech and everything that we kind of probably take for granted now. We have a lot to cherish and remember them for.
Garnola, I'm cut taste on Bishop. And again, hello.
Inanimanaher, Augustin Vic, Augustin Spirit Nave. Amen. We remember the men, the women and the children of 1916.
Irish Republic, to the people of Ireland. Irish men and Irish women, in the name of God and of the dead generations from which she receives her old tradition of nationhood, Ireland, through us, summons her children to her flag and strikes for her freedom. Having organised and trained her manhood through her secret revolutionary organisation, the Irish Republican Brotherhood, and through her open military organisations, the Irish Volunteers and the Irish Citizen Army, having patiently perfected her discipline, having resolutely waited for the right moment to reveal itself, she now seizes that moment. And, supported by her exiled children in America and by gallant allies in Europe, but relying in the first on her own strength, she strikes in full confidence of victory. We declare the right of the people of Ireland to the ownership of Ireland and to the unfettered control of Irish destinies to be sovereign and indefeasible. The long usurpation of that right by a foreign people and government has not extinguished the right, nor can it ever be extinguished, except by the destruction of the Irish people. In every generation, the Irish people have asserted their right to national freedom and sovereignty. 6 times during the past 300 years, they have asserted it in arms. Standing on that fundamental right, and again declaring it in arms in the face of the world, we hereby proclaim the Irish Republic as a sovereign, independent state, and we pledge our lives and the lives of our comrades in arms to the cause of its freedom, of its welfare, and of its exaltation among the nations. The Irish Republic is entitled to and hereby claims the allegiance of every Irish man and Irish woman. The Republic guarantees religious and civil liberty, equal rights and equal opportunities to all its citizens, and declares its resolve to pursue the happiness and prosperity of the whole nation and of all its parts, cherishing all the children of the nation equally, and oblivious of the differences carefully fostered by an alien government which have divided a minority from the majority in the past, until our arms have brought the opportune moment for the establishment of a permanent national government representative of the whole people of Ireland and elected by the suffrages of all her men and women. The provisional government, hereby constituted, will administer the civil and military affairs of the Republic in trust for the people. We place the cause of the Irish Republic under the protection of the Most High God, whose blessing we invoke upon our arms. And we pray that no one who serves that cause will dishonour it by cowardice, inhumanity, or rapine. In this supreme hour, the Irish nation must, by its valour and discipline, and by the readiness of its children to sacrifice themselves for the common good, prove itself worthy of the august destiny to which it is called. Signed on behalf of the Provisional Government, Thomas J. Clark, Sean Mock Germada, Thomas McDonough, P.H. Pearce, Eamon Cant, James Connolly, Joseph Plunkett.
Positioned in the rear rank on the left-hand side, Private Groom, Private Ashley Weddick. Under the command of Lieutenant Colonel Tim O'Brien. There are 7 marching companies. The soldiers are based in Colbrua Barracks in Dublin, Aiken Barracks in Dundalk, Finner Camp in Donegal. Captain Carroll, a native of Clonmel in County Tipperary, was commissioned into the Defence Forces in September 2005. He took his music degree at the Waterford Institute of Technology and studied in where he was awarded the Master of Music degree. And Reserve Defence Forces members. The company sergeant is Battery Sergeant Andrew Marlowe. He has duty overseas to Liberia, Western Sahara, Kosovo and Lebanon, accounting to 56 of the current armoured fleet. The vehicle weighs 16,500 kilograms without troops or kit and ammunition. The combat weight of the vehicle for operations is 18,500 kilograms. This includes a crew of 2, a driver and a gunner commander, a crew of up to 7 dismounts, food and ammunition for up to 72 hours, and frontline weapons. Next on parade, we see the Scania Troop Transit Vehicle towing 105mm artillery weapons. In November 2005, the Scania 6x6 multi-purpose was selected to replace the MAN 4x4 fleet. It comes in 3 variants: a TCV or troop carrying vehicle. It can also be used as a container carrying vehicle or a gun towing vehicle as you see it today. The vehicle has seen extensive service both at home and overseas.
Drama 3! Red 10!
They are towing 105mm artillery guns. These guns have a range of up to 17 kilometres. The 105 gun can be ready to fire in approximately 2 minutes from this position and takes a crew of 6 personnel. Next on parade, we see a BV-206 made by Hageland. The BV-206, complete with giraffe radar, is a tracked radar vehicle used by air defence units. It has a crew of 2, being a combat leader and a radar operator, who have the capability to identify targets of up to a range of 50 kilometres. When a target is acquired by the crew, the details and information of the engagement is sent to a missile crew located within its area of operations. Defence Forces personnel from the Southern Brigade. The flight sergeant on board is Flight Sergeant David Hennessy from Dublin. The 4 larger helicopters are Augusta Westland AW139s, capable of lifting a payload of over 2 tons. Its primary role is to support the Army and Naval Service by providing transport for troops and equipment quickly over long distances. Apologists. With C Company, 8th Battalion, 3rd Tipperary Brigade. Chassis, and the armour was fitted by Thompson Engineer Works in Carlow. The vehicle is fitted with a max speed of 45 miles per hour. The cars were used for patrolling and transporting UN personnel. Next on parade, we see the Panhard marking used in conjunction with the United Nations. They are escorted by soldiers in full combat equipment, carrying weapons. Governor O'Sullivan is based in Mountjoy Prison. Today, there are divisions across Dublin, Cork, Limerick. Last year, the RNLI volunteer lifeboat crew in Ireland were kept busy with 1,098 launches, bringing 1,244 people to safety. Of those people helped, 35 of them were classed as saved lives. Civil defence units around the country. The parade commander today is Brian Gillen, a civil defence. School of Music in 1989 and was appointed conductor of the band of the Defence Forces Training Centre in April 1990. He was appointed conductor of the Army No. 1 Band in January 2002 and took up his present appointment as Director of Defence Forces School of Music in 2009. Over the past 20 years, Lieutenant Colonel Armstrong has appeared with almost all of Ireland's top musical ensembles.
Can you hold that, actually?
Of course.
I just want to get a picture. Yeah,
Okay.
it's on video.
What do I do?
Nothing,
Just-
just hold it
okay.
there, yes, yes, very good.
Yay!
Dublin 2016 Easter Rising celebration. Brilliant, thank you very much.
You're welcome, Mary.